Hello. Welcome to another episode of Wine After 9 podcast with your host. I am Rashida.
And I'm Dionté.
And we are bringing you your group chat, Personified.
Yes,
guys,
we are.
We are on episode 40. Which is insane. We're on episode 40. And as you've noticed, we're trialing something new. Yes. Let us know what you think, guys. We've got these little mics today because we thought, we want to be a bit more free. I don't know if you guys notice when you're watching, I always knock my microphone or I always do something to it. So we were just like, let's just try something new.
Yes.
Let's do something new. So let us know what you guys think.
Yes, please
in the comments. And But Dionté, how are you?
I'm okay. Same old. Or even just discussing about with adulting, everything seems so repetitive. Even when people ask you oh, how are you? What's new? And you're like, there's nothing.
Literally.
It's literally just work, home, pod. Literally. But I'm not complaining. It could be worse. So
you know what?
I'm actually okay. How about you? How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. I'll be honest, because I don't think people talk about it enough. I have been going through it. Me and Dionté were literally talking about it before. I'm going through a very difficult patch at the moment, but I'm getting there. I'm trying to just push and do little things to boost myself up, and I'm just trying to, get myself back to feeling like me again. But I'm getting there. It's a process, and I'm learning that in life it happens. It can't be up all the time. Yeah. You've got to have moments when you are a bit down and things like that. But life is beating your girl down. But I'll get there. I'm slowly just trying to get myself back there. People probably notice I haven't been on socials. I'm just taking a bit of a break. Yeah. And just trying to get myself back to feeling like myself again. And I'll get there eventually. So
definitely.
just be patient with me, guys. Please send me loads of love and prayers because I need them. I really do. Please, I need all the prayers I can get right now. But I'm getting there.
But also don't undermine yourself either. Yes, I understand you're going through a lot, but I'm sure you've overcome a lot as well.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
I know sometimes when you're in the moment, it's nothing's moving. Yeah. But you don't realise the stuff that you do to show up for yourself every day until you look back.
Do you know what? You're so right. Yeah.
Fam, maybe a month ago you were worse and now you're a bit better. Even if it's a millimetre forward, it's still in the right direction. So don't sell yourself short too much. Yeah. You have come a long way as well. So and even for everyone else out there, if anyone is struggling, and I know it's hard because even me, I love to talk about me in action. It's not the same.
Honestly.
Because when I'm in it, it's bad. You are going through it.
Yeah.
But you constantly have to remember that this is not forever.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? Like you said, I think as part of life, everything just can't be happy, hunky-dory. There's always going to be something that comes in your way.
Yeah.
And it's just battling it and taking it minute by minute. Try not to think too much about the future when you're going through a lot because it will just overwhelm your mind even more. And mentally, that's not good.
Yeah.
So literally take it minute by minute. If you managed to brush your teeth that day, well done. Do you get what I mean? You may have not been able to do that last week and you did it this week.
Yeah.
So remembering the small wins and taking it every minute at a time. But you'll be all right.
Yeah.
You'll be all right,
guys. I always do kind of push for it. Yeah. It is hard as well. We have gone obviously into the darker months. The clocks did go back. Mm-hmm. So I think that takes a toll on a lot of people. And usually it does. But usually I'm it's cool. I can push through. But I think, this year's been hard. I can't lie. But
definitely.
Yeah, it's just time. Mm-hmm. It's time. But we are not here for negative things, guys. Let's not kill the vibes. First of all, what are we drinking, Dionté? I forgot to ask you.
We are having our fave Moscato.
Yep.
Not Moscato. What's it called? Asti.
Oh, Asti. Sorry, Asti. Look at me. I was like, yep.
I'm done.
Asti,
I had Moscato the other day. Sorry, guys. But we're having our fave, which is Asti.
I had cold as well, guys.
Mate, we are crazy for doing this when it's starting to get cold. But I feel am I the only one? Yeah, I'm encouraged to have more hot drinks in the winter, but there's still majority of the time where I crave cold drinks.
Yeah, no.
More than hot drinks.
I literally bought a cold drink on the way here.
Yeah,
I need something cold.
I don't know why.
I don't know what it is.
And everyone is always like, how can you drink that when it's that cold? But I have to.
No, and sometimes it will actually physically make you cold. Like, the cold goes inside you. But I just really wanted a cold drink.
Yeah, like, when it comes to, like, when you first drink it, you're seeking that, like, to quench the thirst.
Yes.
It's only the aftermath you realise, oh, God, it was cold.
No, literally. Literally. But, yeah, so a lot has been going on. We need to get straight into it. We have so much to discuss today. Okay. I'm not actually on socials in the moment, as I said, but I've been keeping up in it. One thing about me, I'm still going to keep up on what's going on. Mm-hmm. So, first of all, I wanted to very briefly talk about Prince Andrew what the hell is going on. So, for those that don't know, Prince Andrew is the prince. He is one of the Queen's sons. Do you know what, actually? Funny story. Do you know, growing up, I didn't know the Queen had kids. I didn't even know she had a husband.
Yeah, the husband one, I didn't clock.
I did not know. I remember I did in primary school. We had to do this thing. So basically, the Queen was doing some sort of like jubilee. The
Queen Jubilee. I remember that in primary school.
Yeah, and she was driving through like places. So basically, they were like, "Oh, I think I was like in year 4. They were like, "Oh, you need to all go and stand outside, and we need because she was gonna drive through Croydon, and they were like, you need to hold up the sign." So we had to make all these signs for her and whatever. Like the Queen did it. So anyway, we go now, we hold up the signs. She drives past in the car. She waves at all of us. I remember she waved at me. I was like, oh, no, the Queen waved at me. Anyway, obviously, Prince Philip was there. I thought he was some sort of aide. I didn't know that was her husband. Until I think I got to, like, I'm not even joking, guys. I think it might have been secondary school. And I was like, I remember, like, I went to, like, see the Queen or whatever, and she was with this man, and I don't know who the man was, And obviously, as I'm describing the man, they were like, that's her husband. I was like, what? I didn't know she had a husband. I didn't know she had kids.
That's not knowing she had kids is insane.
Actually, no, sorry. No,
that's
I
insane.
didn't know she had... Sorry, so actually, no, guys, I'm not that stupid. I thought it was just Prince Charles. I didn't think she had other kids. I thought she just had Prince Charles. Sorry,
enough.
No, guys, I'm not that silly.
Okay.
No.
Because I was going to say, Rashida.
No, sorry, guys. Sorry. No. I thought she just had Prince Charles.
Okay.
And I didn't know she had a husband.
Okay, I can see why. No, I can see why, because he was the one who was in line, so he was out there more.
Yeah, because obviously William had... Yeah, guys, actually, no, I wasn't that silly. Okay. Now I'm thinking about it. But I think because the Queen was painted as being such the Queen, it was never like... Prince Philip, or do you get what I mean? So yeah.
But you know what, yeah? I was kind of like you, but it was a bit different. I always thought, and I'm ashamed to admit it, but I would probably say up until uni times, I thought that Prince Philip was like her second husband, like he was the stepdad to Prince Charles and all of them, because I'll never forget, I kept asking my mum, but where is their actual dad? Like,
no, but
he gave off stepdad vibes. So that's why I was like, and also, like you said, because it was like Queen, and then why is her husband Prince? So in my head, I was thinking he must be below her because it's her second husband. So that's why I was like, okay, but where's their actual dad though?
No, but that's a good point, because if I'm thinking now, I thought that she was, I knew that she just had I just thought she had Prince Charles in it, but... Yeah, because where would I just genuinely didn't think she had a husband. I thought she was just there. I don't know why I thought that as a child. I was like, I don't really get it.
I don't get it either.
And they don't really teach us in school.
No. So. To be fair, even at that time, we wouldn't really know the ins and outs of it. All you needed to know was the Queen, the one who's in line, and then Prince William, Prince Harry. Yeah. Like, it wasn't a necessity to know the entire royal family at a young age. That's something that people do as they get older and they have more of an interest with it. But I could definitely see, like, although, yes, I was laughing, but I can see why, as a child, you thought that.
Yeah, because it's like...
It's nuts.
They don't really teach us anything about her. But anyway, so Prince Andrew has officially been stripped of his title. So he's now known as Andrew something Mountbatten. If I'm wrong, if I'm correct, sorry, I need to fact check that. But do you know what? Actually, let me even fact check.
Fact check!
So, Prince Andrew, well, formerly known as Prince Andrew, he's now known as Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. It's so mad because even when you Google it, formerly known as Prince Andrew. So he has been stripped of all his titles now because of his relation to Jeffrey Epstein. So there was a lady named Virginia, I don't know how to pronounce her second name, Giroff? I don't want to butcher her surname, but she basically came out and she was she would advocate for people that had gone through sex trafficking, and she had basically had this experience with the whole kind of Jeffrey Epstein thing. So she came out and basically said that she had been essayed by formerly known as Prince Andrew previously. And she basically exposed everything. She spoke her truth. Very, very, very brave woman. And yeah, Prince Andrew, denied it. And to this day still claims his innocence when the evidence is there. He tried to say he'd never seen her before. There's literally a photograph of the both of them. He did this very strange interview a while ago where they basically pulled him up on everything and he denied it when the evidence again was there. So now she wrote a book, actually, that was it. So she wrote a book going into more detail about what had happened. And I think at that time, King Charles now was just basically like, yeah, we have to basically strip you of your titles, which is insane. I actually cannot believe that we are living in a time where a member of the royal family has been stripped of their, being stripped of them. Like Prince Harry was a bit different. He chose to say, yeah, I don't want to kind of be a part of this anymore. But yeah, so Andrew has been stripped of all his titles. And Dionté, what do you think about this time that we're living in?
Okay, I'm going to start off positive. I'm very happy that this has been done. Mm-hmm. And it also goes to show that, hopefully it shows other people it doesn't really matter your status. Mm-hmm. There is consequences to your actions. However, I am pissed off that it took this long to get here. This stuff was happening even when the Queen was alive. Do you get what I mean? And I know people are going to make excuses for her, yeah, but that was her son, and it's different when it's your child. The man is a pensioner, basically. How long are we gonna keep this up? I'm so sorry, yeah, but especially if someone in my family is being accused of what he was being accused of, to me, I wouldn't feel the need to show my loyalty to you. You've crossed the boundary. That's just, it's too far. Regardless of if you're a relative of mine or not, something needs to happen.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? So I hate that it took this long, but it needed to be done. Mm. You can't be harming other people and then expecting to just live your life.
Yeah.
And I think that's one thing that annoys me about people so much. I hate it, but it's a human thing, but people will do stuff to people and then be shocked when there's consequences. But you knew that what you were doing was bad. So now because I've even seen certain people, I don't want to say too much, but I've seen certain people who were commenting this is too harsh, all of this, all of that. Just because you like the royal family, it doesn't mean you should agree with everything that they do. Do you get what I mean? And think if that was your daughter, if that was your sister,
exactly,
your auntie, your mum, would you be saying all of this? No. And I just think I'm a very big believer in you can do what you want in this life, but just know there's repercussions to it, whatever you do. So you need to be prepared for it. And this is just one of those things. You can't do something this serious to harm someone else and there not be anything, any type of consequence. So I think it's very well overdue, but very well deserved.
Yeah.
I personally think. And this is a minor, because just because his title was stripped, it doesn't mean he still won't get perks. We just won't know about it.
Exactly.
He will still have a house somewhere that is funded by all of us.
Yeah.
That he will still reap the benefits of that royal family. Mm-hmm. Low-key, it's giving this is PR, so let's just take your name, but behind closed doors, you'll be all right. And that's what I think. So, yeah. I get it though. For them, it's a very big deal. But I just hope that true justice comes as well. This is just a good first step for me. But I also want him to go down.
Yeah.
For the stuff that he did.
Yeah.
That's what really I have to say about it. How about you?
Do you know what? The royal family, I think sometimes growing up And the way this country just kind of is, we're kind of taught the royal family, and then for some reason you just think that they're above all criticism, they're above everything. But as I'm growing older, I'm realising they are just a normal family, that they are they are a messy family.
Yeah.
Like, there were families are families. There's always like a weird uncle. There's always a child that like, there's just always something with families. And I think people forget that the royal family are just normal people. Because even when the whole thing happened with Harry and when he left, I remember there was a thing on This Morning where they were doing like a phone in of people like call in and say about like your family issues and things like that, and I was just like, it's just a normal thing for families to fall out, like, it happens. But I think people put the royal family on this pedestal. But I think this is just that classic thing of Andrew. I need to get that out of my head. Do you know what? When you've been saying it from when you were you're so used to it. Sorry, Andrew, Rashida. Andrew probably thought in his life he would never get caught, he would never get away with it. I genuinely do think that when his mother was still alive, there was so much that was swept under the rug because of the power that the Queen held. Yeah. And it was just like, he can just keep, that they can just keep brushing this under the rug. And I know for a fact that the day that his mother died, the day the Queen died, he in his head probably knew, my time is up. Yeah. Because I think Charles was like, listen, Mum was sorting you out in that way, but I'm not going to do it. Yeah. Because this is a new situation now and I'm not going to get involved in that. And rightfully so. Yeah. At the end of the day, the royal family have a reputation to uphold, and they can't have someone like that in the royal family. Yeah. And he was like, yeah, you need to go. But I've read somewhere that he's still going to be living somewhere. Like, they're going to get him somewhere. He's going to be fine. He just doesn't have his titles, and he's just disgraced.
It's all a PR thing.
No one told you to be doing that. So what now?
That's the thing. It's all PR. It's just to make the audience happy. Let's just strip his titles. Yeah. But I don't think anything in his life is going to change. It's not going to change. If anything, they'll just say stay under the radar. Or they may try and stage some paparazzi shots of him looking normal. Yeah. Whereas it'll be like going to Tesco or something, and it will make headline news like Andrew going to Tesco. Yeah. All of this, I see right through it. Yeah. Okay? I see through this game. And the only way that I would be satisfied, or even the victims, is if there was normal repercussions that normal people get. Yeah. I.e. getting charged for these crimes. That's why I'm low-key happy. This year has really been the year of consequence.
It really has.
It's been the year of consequence.
It really has.
Because now all these people who thought that they were invincible have now been humbled.
Fallen down, yeah. As it should be.
And thank you, as it should be. And I'm low-key tired of this thinking of because you're on a certain level, you can just get away with harming other people. And I just feel like there should be a limit. When you're literally abusing or physically, mentally, emotionally harming someone for no apparent reason, just because you have power, there should be some type of consequence. Yeah. And it's slowly happening. But I just hope that this is just the beginning. Yeah. And his victims can also heal and get the justice that they're seeking as well. So that's all I have to say about that Andy man.
Honestly, and it's such a shame that Virginia isn't here to kind of see. I saw an interview with, I think it was her brother and his wife or someone in her family, and they were basically saying that she literally brought down a royal because of her bravery. It's just such a shame that she's not here to see it. And that the whole situation with this thing is really strange. The whole Epstein. First of all, no one knew what he did. I remember watching the Netflix documentary that they made about him, and people were just going to this man's parties and they didn't even know what he did. But I genuinely think, and then I think that's why I am very adamant in my conspiracy theory bag. I don't think he committed suicide, and I don't think Virginia committed suicide as well.
Of course
she literally even said in a little something, or she tweeted and she was like, if they say I am suicidal, she was like, I am not suicidal, then all of a sudden she's committed suicide, yeah?
Fam.
Nah, man, come off it.
We all know that there's something fishy about it.
It's scary.
I think majority of us know that it wasn't suicide.
It wasn't, man.
It wasn't. But at the end of the day, these men are powerful. That's why Blink Twice, if you haven't watched it, watch it.
You need to watch Blink Twice,
That's exactly what was happening, bro.
Yeah, so speaking of news and things that's been going on, I'm pretty sure you've heard about Ghetts.
Oh my gosh.
Do you know what? I'm gonna start off with this. I have never been so disappointed in someone. I was so disappointed.
Sorry, so before we go into it, let's explain the story. So for those who don't really know, there's a Black British rapper called Ghetts. He's been a rapper for years, like even when we were young.
When we were kids, everyone was in secondary school.
Yeah, like he's one of the OGs. He's been about.
He's one of the OGs.
But yeah, so he's one of like the British OG rappers.
Yeah.
So and also if you're new school, he's in Supercell as well. So yeah, this month I'm gonna try and like summarize it as quick as I can. He was involved in some type of incident. So he was basically accused of, is it a hit and run, I would say, where he hit a 20-year-old boy. To be honest, I don't even know if I want to say his name out of respect for his family.
Honestly, yeah.
So I'll probably just leave it. But there was a 20-year-old boy.
The information's out there anyway.
Yeah, like if you want to know, the information's out there. But yeah, he was basically accused of hitting this 20-year-old boy with his car, and basically a hit and run. Like he didn't stop. He hit him and continued going. And because of that, the young man passed away. So he was charged with, I think it was originally, was it like harm or assault by dangerous driving?
Yeah.
But then obviously after he had passed away, he's now being charged with death by dangerous driving. So he's been in custody, I think, since then, like a day or two after the incident. From what the reports say, they were basically saying that when the police came to him, he allegedly didn't recall anything. He didn't even recall the car he was driving. They found his car keys in his home, but his car was not parked anywhere near his home. They did find the car, and there was a lot of damage to it that kind of coincides with the incident.
One of the wind mirrors were off.
Yeah, and the front screen, I forgot what it's called, it was cracked.
Oh yeah, the windscreen, yeah.
Yeah, so so because of that evidence, they managed to arrest him, and he's been in custody since. So now I think at the end of November would be when he puts in his plea, I think, of if he's guilty or not guilty, he could put in his plea. Also, the video also was leaked of the actual incident of when he ran over this young man. And I'm not going to lie, it was crazy. I couldn't believe how fast he was going on that road.
He was doing like 100, 110. It's like, is it ever that deep to drive that fast?
And apparently the boy went up 60 to 70 feet.
In the air.
But then the thing is, in the air is crazy. So I want to know, like, is it in the air, like, that way? Or in the air, like, travelling?
Yeah, but it probably is, because if you're hit at that impact...
But do you know how high 60, 70 feet is?
That's insane.
That means he went even higher than the houses.
That's insane.
To come down. If that's the case, regardless, even if he went up 1 foot, regardless. But anyway, now that I've kind of explained, and the boy as well this is what made me so sad. The boy was actually an international student, and he came to the UK to get a degree, and you pass away. And
he was his parents' only child, apparently.
Yeah, like, all I kept thinking of was, can you imagine how much his family had saved? All of this for him to go to the UK to get a degree to better his life. And this is what happens. I could, like, the whole thing just made me so sad. Like, you would do anything to ensure that your child has a better life, especially a better life than you had, just for this to happen. My heart literally broke hearing that. And sorry, go on. I want to hear your point of view before I go into the whole thing.
I just feel like, I think reckless driving is so selfish. Now, I from what I heard, apparently he had traces of cocaine and alcohol in his system. I need to fact check that.
I fact checked it was marijuana and alcohol.
Sorry, did I say cocaine?
Yeah.
Sorry, I meant marijuana. Sorry.
Yeah, it was both marijuana and alcohol.
So that was actually like a true, because in the beginning people were like, oh, we don't know if it was actually drink driving, that's just speculation. So this is confirmed news, yeah. I just think driving at that speed is insane. Where is it that you need to get to? And the thing is, I feel like people, and I've spoken about this on the podcast, I think a few weeks ago, and I was like, people's driving is getting a bit mad these days.
Yes.
I don't know where everybody is running to, but it's not that deep. If the road is 30 miles, yeah, or even 40, there is no reason for you to be doing 100, 110. Where are you running to that you need to be driving at that speed? Are you actually all right? And there was also a video that even leaked of basically when Ghetts, you know, Posty does those interviews in the car.
Yes,
this guy was zooming in the car. Posty was like, "Yo, like
he was zooming like we're going fast. We're going fast.
Where are you running to that you need to be driving that fast? What are you doing? What are you doing? Now you've thrown everything away. I don't want to see Ghetts again, you know, for that.
Yeah, for real.
I don't want to see him again.
It's really left a bad taste in my mouth.
We don't need to see him again. He can stay there and we don't need to see him again. And it's so disappointing. Because I remember watching Super, I'm thinking, no, Ghetts is a good actor, you know. He should explore this avenue. Now you can explore the jail cell. Because who thought you to be driving like that? There's no excuse for it. I'm sorry. And people are out here trying to make excuses. They're trying to tear down a black man. We need to be fucking for real.
Can I just say this, yeah? Number one, I'm so sick of the black community.
Yeah.
And it's not even just black men who are doing it. It's even black women I've seen. When it comes to a black man, why is it always we're putting the black man down and never, why are you giving them a reason to put you down? No one put a gun to his head to say, commit these crimes. You did it. And another thing I'm also very tired of that we need to stop, I'm tired of hearing free this person, when you know that they're guilty of the crime that they're being accused of. No. You're saying free Ghetts. He's guilty of the crime. What are we doing here?
He killed
Free
someone,
Diddy.
guys.
He's guilty of what he's saying. Anyone who you know is guilty, I don't see the point in you saying free this person. Why should they be free if they're guilty? It doesn't make sense to me. Like, and that's the thing. Right is right and wrong is wrong. That's why I don't even, yes, I love being black. I'm very pro-black, but I'm also realistic. I'm not just going to stand behind you when you do whatever, even if it's wrong, just because you're black. No, I'm not going to do that. You've taken a whole innocent life, by the way, for no reason whatsoever. You don't know this man. He never knew you. He was probably just trying to get home. And sorry, if you've seen the video, yeah, one thing I clocked and what pissed me off the most, this man was so close to the curb on the other side of the road.
I know.
If he had just had even one extra second, he wouldn't have been hit. So then it really just showed me how much speed impacts a situation. And it's so sad that it took this for me to see that. Because even like back in the day when you would take like speed courses and stuff like that, and they will say there's a very big difference between 25 and 30.
Yeah, there is.
Things like that. And I'll be like, come on, man, 5. This has showed me that, because the fact that he literally got to the other side of the road, he just needed one more second and he would have been on the curb. So that, it like, yes, what he did was so wrong, but this should also open eyes to a lot of drivers out there.
Yeah. You
think like you're doing even 1, 2, 3 over the speed limit, but that could be the difference between someone's life ending and not. Do you get what I mean? Like, and to be fair, I'm honestly sick and tired of celebs, especially, it happens in the black community a lot. They do things that they don't need to be doing anymore. You've made it in life. Why did you feel the need to... You don't even have to drive your own car, you know. You could literally book an Uber or even a private car service. You didn't even have to drive. You have the means to make sure that all of this could have been avoided and you didn't choose it. It's kind of like the same when rappers, they get arrested for doing gang stuff. You've made it in life. Why are you still doing it?
You've made it out the hood.
You literally made it out the hood. So why are you still doing this? That's what pisses me off. Like, and I'm so sorry. Why is put a bad taste in my mouth when it comes to Ghetts? You didn't even stop.
This is what is disgusting. That's what I was going to say.
As a human being, even when anything hits your car, even if it's something light, automatically it will make you want to brake or do something. But the fact that you kept going, low-key, allegedly, shows me that you've probably done this before. Because how are you not fazed at all?
You hit someone and you kept it stepping.
You just kept going. And then on top of that, you tried to hide the car. And then they caught him sleeping. So you even managed to sleep knowing this.
Wait, they caught who sleeping?
The police. When they went to knock on Ghetts' door, he was sleeping. He answered the door and they were saying he was very groggy, all of this. But they didn't know if he was like asleep or if he was intoxicated. But regardless, so even then you didn't have time to think about like, oh my God, what have I done? It's like there wasn't any of that. And if there wasn't any of that, then there's probably something a bit evilish about you. Like you don't have the heart to stop or do anything. That's extremely heartless, you know. So I'm so sorry. He deserves what he's getting.
I'm sorry, it's just not good enough.
It's
like,
not.
You actually knocked someone. And this is the thing. Life is a series of choices, right? You make choices, you make decisions every single day. You went to whatever motive or wherever you were, yeah? You were doing what you were doing, you were drinking, you were doing... That's fine, do that, cool. You've got the money. This is the first thing when I thought of that. I thought, this man has the money to book an Uber. You can even get a private car to come and pick you up. But you decided to drive, and at that, you even had the audacity to be driving over the speed. Of course, if you
and severely over the speed,
that person's gonna die on impact. Like if you hit somebody at that speed, and then you chose to drive away, you're not the person. You didn't even get out of the car to even check. I saw a video today on some crime page. It was basically like this man crossing the road, and he's crossed behind the bus, and as he's crossed behind the bus, there's a van that's come, and the van must have been maybe doing like 40 or 50 maybe, and they've hit the guy. The guy's flown in the air, hit. The first thing that man did, I'm not condoning the speed or anything like that, no. But the first thing that man did is stop that van and get out.
Yeah, that's what you do.
And sort the person out and do whatever you're doing. Gets actually knocked on. The person flew in the air and you just kept going. And then you went home and then you're sleeping.
But the thing is, yeah, okay, as sad as it is, and me personally, I would like to think that I would definitely stop. Because even when things like a bird will come and hit my window, I'll automatically brake a bit. However, I also do kind of get it, like, why people necessarily wouldn't. Because they're scared of the outcome of it. Do you get what I mean? So, I don't agree with it.
Yeah.
But no, I get why people look at the situation and get panicked and drive off. I get that. But I think for me, if that's how it played out here, I still would be like, he deserves prison time, but I'll see if he would be some type of a human. Do you get what I mean? Because humans, we panic. We don't know how we will be in a panic situation. It's very easy for us to just be like, yeah, I'll stop and help. But we don't know until we're in it. However, it's for me the fact that there wasn't even a moment in time where he pressed the brakes. That is what I can't wrap my head around. Like, even if he didn't get out, if we at least saw that he stepped on the brakes, like, you could low-key be like, okay, that was fucked up, but at least he acknowledged it, like, what's going on? Maybe got panicked and thing, but the fact that you didn't even step on the brakes shows how truly heartless you are as a human being. And I'll never fuck with that.
Yeah.
So...
To jail you go, mate.
To jail you
just
go.
Mess up your whole future, your whole, like... Yeah, you fucked it yourself. There's some people that make certain decisions and whatever. And yes, I get accidents happen and things happen. Because there's been many cases. I think even... Is it Brandy's accidentally...
Yeah, she accidentally...
Killed someone
even,
driving and...
Caitlyn Jenner.
Yeah, like things like...
So many people. Halle Berry.
Yeah, people... Accidents do happen. And people... But for you to actively knock someone like that...
Yeah.
Because you're driving at that ridiculous speed. And it just didn't help that video came out with... When I saw that, I said, this guy drives like this intentionally. Some people actually drive wreck Dionté. Some of the driving that I've experienced recently, I'm like, I cannot believe people get in their car and drive like this. It's actually unacceptable.
It's insane.
People are doing all 110, 186. It's just like, you don't need to be driving that fast. It's not that deep.
Or those people who keep going like in and out of lanes.
Someone swerved in on me yesterday. I was like, are you actually all right?
stuff like that pisses me off because you don't understand the danger you're putting on other people.
Other people, innocent people are dying, have been killed because you want to get in your car and be like, yeah, let me be driving 60, 70. It's just like, it's not that deep.
It's not.
It's not that deep. I'm sorry, I don't care.
And I'll even tell you something that my dad used to tell me when I was younger. When we used to go, like, we'll go to work and school together, we'll take the train, the bus and the train. And every time, like, the times when we'll see our bus going, I'll start running and he'll always say, why are you running? So I said, yeah, because I'm going to miss the bus. And he was like, don't rush. At the end of the day, if you're going to be late, you're going to be late.
You're going to be late. Honestly,
if you didn't want to be late, you should have prepared earlier.
Yeah.
Now that you're outside, you just have to take what it is. If you're going to be late, that's just it. Don't rush to be somewhere because you don't know what you're putting yourself in by rushing. So
spot on, Uncle.
Just take your time. Like, so every single time I was with him, I never ran for the bus.
No,
he was like, if we miss it, we miss it. Like, it's our fault. We should have been earlier. We weren't. So this is just the consequence. You're not going to die for being late.
Honestly, it's not. You're not going to die.
Do you get what I mean? Go at the same pace you do every. So yeah, I just say that to say, like, rushing in this life will get you in so many more problems than you think. And this scenario has really proven that to me. There was no reason for you to rush. You were going back home. So why he felt the need to speed that much, especially on that type of road? If this wasn't even like a motorway or a dual carriageway, like it was just a normal.
It was a normal road.
Yeah, like it was not necessary.
No.
And especially at night as well. And I'm sure it's happened to a lot of drivers. Like, do you know how many times you may come to like a zebra crossing, for example, and you only see the person when you're closer to there?
Yeah.
So even that alone should tell you, when it comes to these type of roads where pedestrians are known for crossing all the time, you shouldn't be speeding like that.
Shouldn't be driving
that type of speed. To be fair, there's no road in the UK that is that type of speed, that fast. Anything over 100, but like 70 and stuff, I get why that is for the motorway.
Yeah.
Only. Anything else, you are putting other people's lives at risk.
It's ridiculous.
But I know as well, these courts are going to make an example out of Ghetts, you know.
They are going to make an example out of him, and that is what he has brought.
And this is why, as black people, we need to stop giving people, especially people in the UK, a reason.
Exactly.
Because they will use us as an example. And he'll get something that's so much harsher, or get treated so much harsher than... Well, to be fair, he needs to be... life has been lost, so I don't really care.
Yeah, I don't know
like,
what they're going to give him, boy, but it's looking peak for him.
Stop doing the crime if you can't do the time.
Yeah.
Like, if we're going to stand up for black people and our rights, let it be for something that's deserving.
Yeah.
If someone has committed a crime, I don't believe that we should stand up for that person. You've committed the crime. Hello? You do the time... Do what you need to do, get out and be a better person if you get out.
Yeah.
That's another thing. You've taken a life. You may not get out for a very, very, very long time.
Yeah.
If ever. So I think, if anything, this should teach everyone. Be careful of what you are doing on this earth.
Yeah.
Every single thing has a consequence.
Everything.
You think that you can go through life... Serious things are happening in this life, you know, and stuff that you're thinking is fun, free, whatever, will turn very serious very quick. Very quickly. That's the thing. So many boys, you think like, oh, driving fast is fun.
It's all cool.
You think it's cool. Until you take a life and you're in that prison cell.
Then what?
Then what?
What now?
You think selling drugs is cool and that. Until police come and raid your house, especially your parents' house.
Yeah, allow it, man.
Pulling your mum, your dad, your brother, your sister out of the bed because of your actions. No, come on, man.
Allow it,
like, we have to really think of what we're doing in this life and how it will affect others.
Yeah.
Too many people are going around doing things thinking it's only going to harm them. Like, Ghetts, you have kids. Now your kids aren't going to have access to you as how they used to.
I didn't even know he had kids, you know.
Yeah, he has kids.
I didn't know he had kids.
He has a family. Like, your family is affected. P. Diddy, all of your children now, even when they try to do things, because of your actions, it's affecting them.
Yeah.
You don't realise your actions affect those around you, not just you. And that's what everyone needs to figure out. You claim you love your family, or no one can do anything to my mum, but you'll put your mum in situations like this. Stop. I'm actually sick and tired of this in the black community. Like, it's okay to admit someone is wrong, regardless of whether you like them or not.
It's fine.
Because we loved Ghetts before.
No one has ever really had a bad thing. From what I know, everyone's always respected Ghetts. Like, he's been so respected. And yeah, so now he's gone and done this, and all of a sudden it's like they're trying to tear down a black man. Yeah. There was a guy, a YouTuber, and he basically went to the Ghetts court case, because you can just walk into court case, and that's actually something that I really want to do.
So do I. Should we do it?
I think we should do it.
We should do it.
Let's do it, because apparently you can. I didn't know you can just go. I think it would be so interesting just to experience something. So yeah, we need to 100% do that. So anyway, a YouTuber goes there. And he basically comes out and he does like a 4-part or 3-part YouTube video and basically breaks down everything that happened in court, the charges, whatever. I personally thought that was very interesting that he did that, especially because we already know how it can be sometimes for black people when they report in the media and what. Yes, what Ghetts did was wrong, but at the end of the day, he is still a black man. So if they are to report it, of course, sometimes they're going to add in extra things or try to exaggerate on certain points. So I thought, do you know what? A young black man has gone to the court to come and tell the people the real deal, what he saw with his own eyes. I thought that's how it should be. Let someone go that is one of us and report it as he saw it. So if there's any certain narrative that is thrown out there or whatever, we know the truth because someone's gone there. People in the comments telling him, you can't go to Ghetts' concert, but you could go to his his court case. And of course it was the Shea Borough. Where else could somebody write such stupidity? But it's just like, at the end of the day, what Ghetts has done is wrong. What is there to defend here? People are really out here trying to defend this man. What is there to defend? He got in his car when he knew that he had been doing what he was doing, and he was zooming down the road. What is there that what's right there that he's done?
Exactly.
What there is trying to tear down a black man? He has taken somebody's life. Somebody has died. An innocent person left their house that day thinking maybe I'm gonna go to the shop and come back home. He hasn't come back home because Ghetts wants to be zooming and doing whatever mileage he's doing in his car. What there is trying to tear down a black man?
Exactly.
He
tore his own self down.
He tore himself down. How about that?
Like, that's what I don't understand. Like, people are acting as if you're just blinded and someone is just instructing you to go and do these things. This is what I mean, yeah. And I feel like even I'm starting to feel it, but I think a lot of us millennials / older Gen Zs, we still have this mentality that we're younger than what we are.
Yeah.
So, like, I feel like I've been seeing a lot of immature things from full-fledged adults, where it's like we need to come out of this bubble and really clock that we are fully grown people. Like, and a lot of us are parents, our husbands, our wives, our carers for our parents, our siblings, or whatever. Like, we have some level of responsibility. So the fact that people are still moving this careless, it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
it's not good enough at all. Like, there gets to a point that when you get to a certain age, you can't keep excusing your behavior.
No.
You just have to accept what you are doing and change for the better. Accountability is key as an adult.
Key.
But all of this stuff where it's like, you're trying to take the accountability away, all for the sake of being a black man. Be a good law-abiding citizen.
Yeah.
Then if someone comes to you and troubles you, then we can fight for it because it's for no reason. But I'm tired of us always giving people a reason to shit on us, and then we get upset when they do. We know the actions that people are doing. What he did was horrific. Horrific. There is no excusing that. Black, white, male, female, green, purple. There is no excusing that. A life was taken, bro.
Yeah.
This is the consequence. You can't expect me to be upset by this consequence. Because what would have happened is that 20-year-old would have crossed the road and gone about his business and got his degree and lived his whole life. But now that's been taken away from him because of a celeb that you like.
Yeah, come off it, man.
Come off it, man. And then on top of that, you have to think about his family. now having to plan a funeral, pay for that funeral, ship his body back to his home country. All of this costs money. But you're here defending a man who had the money to get a driver and chose not to.
Exactly.
You can't expect me to feel sorry for someone who committed a crime purposely onto someone else, especially an innocent civilian.
Yeah, he flopped, man. It's the way he handled it as well.
Exactly.
The driving away, the trying to park his car somewhere else, and that's where he even made it worse.
And then trying to say you didn't drive you don't even remember the car you drove.
No, come off it, man.
Come on, man.
Come off it. Go to jail, man.
And even from the that YouTuber who went to his court case, they said as well, apparently, his car had been in another incident before that. So as that same day as well, like a car, I don't know if it was like a mini car crash or something like that, but it was involved in an incident the same day as that happened. So it's really not looking good for him. He's done out here. And you managed to keep your career going and get it to the point where you're even getting global recognition.
Can you imagine?
Just for you to do this.
Disappointed. I said, yes. I was so disappointed, man.
But that's why people always say, well, it's a different saying, but I'll remix it. They always say, never meet your idols.
Nah.
But never have idols to begin with.
Yeah, because they just
because people are human beings. They will let you down regardless in some type of way. So unless you believe in a God, no other human being, you shouldn't worship them at all.
Yeah.
At all. And this is one of those things, like, we think as well, because it's, what's it called? Parasocial relationships.
Yeah.
We tend to think we know more about these people than we do.
Yeah.
When we really don't. Mm-hmm. They are showing us what they want us to see.
Yeah.
We don't see all of this stuff until it comes out like this.
Yeah.
So sometimes, like, it's okay to just like someone's music. You don't need to like them as a person and think you know them and da-da-da-da and all of this. Like, just like the music and move on.
Yeah. That's
one thing I'm learning. Like, I'm just going to appreciate the art and forget about the artist because human beings will always let us down in some way. So
I mentioned the Shade Borough. Very quickly, did you see that we know who the people are behind the Shade Borough?
Fam! I was shocked there were a couple though.
Do you know what? I wasn't surprised that they were black. Sorry.
No. They were. I knew they were black.
The fact it was a couple, I was like, this is what you lot do as a married couple.
I legit thought it was like just a black man.
I just thought it was one person. I actually even thought it might have been a woman, you know.
Really?
Yeah, I was very surprised that it was a couple. I was just like, as a man, this is what you lot do. And apparently they got kids as well. That's what you lot are on.
This goes back to what I was saying. It's like, people are just moving willy-nilly, not thinking about the people around them.
It's honestly...
Now their faces are being exposed. If their children are in school...
Can you imagine?
It can come back to them. But this is another thing as well. The black community love to talk about black people, we gotta stick together and da-da-da-da. But then we'll have pages like the Shade Borough who are constantly but constantly showcasing the negative side of black media and like promoting that. So I feel like they can do a lot better with their platform.
Yeah. I mean,
like, it doesn't have to be so like negative all the time.
The Shade Borough isn't awful.
Because that's why even like I'm Just Bait, they'll have moments where they'll show good things happening.
I think I'm Just Bait is a better page.
It is.
I actually think I'm Just Bait is fine because they give you news and they actually like post like funny videos. I don't mind it.
It's not always like they literally just post whatever is out.
Yeah.
Good, bad or not.
And they do post positive news as well. Like they'll post stories about people that have done things for the community. Mm-hmm. The Shade Borough are a bit more...
They're a bit more gossipy.
Yeah. I can't really talk too much because I do follow the Shade Borough, but I did have this thought recently that I think I do need to unfollow them because it is actually a very negative platform when you really deep it.
Yeah.
But I was more so following it because it was keeping me up to date with what was going on. But I think in this break that I've had from social media, I've literally been thinking about it. And when this whole thing happened, so they basically got exposed by Bouncer. Bouncer was like, I'm giving you 48 hours to apologise to me, or I'm going to scatter your face online. They didn't apologise. He put their faces online. People have said things like, oh, what's that going to do? Is that going to do anything? I personally think he did it more so of this is how it feels. Because you want to be chatting everyone's business, so let me show who you lot are, so everyone can now hold you guys account. I think that's maybe more so where he was coming from. I just think the shade, when you go in the comments of the Shade Borough, I feel like it sets black people back by 40,000 years. Like, it is just so dark, and I'm just like, you know what? So I can't really talk because maybe I am part of the problem, because I do follow them, I do engage with their content. Like, I do like the odd thing, but a lot of things that do happen, I do find out through the Shade Borough, which is so shameful to say, but it's like, it tells me everything, innit?
And that's the main reason why really I followed it as well. Like,
I do think I need to give it.
No, honestly, because at the end of the day, I'm Just Bait does the same stories, so we don't necessarily
we don't need to follow them.
Shade Borough.
We don't.
Because like you, the main reason why I was following it is just because you will get things kind of there and then, and quite quick as well. So that's one thing I'll give to them. Like, when it comes to a story, they're very quick with putting it out.
So quick.
But I just feel like you said, it sets us back and it feeds into the stereotypes that people already have of us. And it's just not the vibe that I want to see every day.
Yeah, it's actually.
Do you get what I mean? Yeah. So even me, I think I'm going to actually unfollow them today, because even sometimes you'll see the page and I'm like, oh, what now?
Honestly.
Like, I shouldn't have to think like that when it comes to my community.
Yeah, it's really good.
Do you get what I mean? Like, and plus it's good to show a variety. Like, yes, there's bad things going on in the world, but there's also good things. Like, let's showcase that. So I'm not really mad at Bouncer for doing that. Like, sometimes you have to stand up to your bully, otherwise they'll continue to do it.
You know what? Yeah.
So I'm not mad at it. I think, like you said, he got to the point where he had enough. Like, he's been affected enough by this page. Now I'm going to fight back.
No, he said it literally affects his mental health so badly. Like, he was like, oh, that's the lowest I've ever been in my life. And he was like, you guys contribute to that. And when I think about the Shade Bar and how they've actually scattered people's lives, like, posted information about people, or they post things with a particular narrative, like, they try to push a particular narrative out. Mm-hmm. And I saw a TikTok today of a girl that, I don't know if you saw that TikTok, and she was basically like, I used to work at the Shade Borough, but she was like, I took that job, because people in the comments are like, why would you work there? She was like, look, I was trying to push a different narrative, make it more positive. She was like, I was even writing positive stories, and she sent the post that she wrote, and she was basically, they pulled her into a meeting and they basically fired her because they were like, our views don't align. So she was like, you lot are purposely trying to be messy when I'm trying to change that narrative. So she was like, you know what, Godspeed, innit, you lot can do what you're doing. So they're actually purposely trying to push that narrative and scatter people's lives. So when I thought, alright, when Bouncer exposed it, I thought, you know what, when I come back on Insta, I'm gonna unfollow them. I'm gonna unfollow them because it's enough.
As well, as much as yes, people like us will definitely unfollow them, but drama sells.
Yeah, they're gonna
that's the sad thing. Like, it won't stop, because people, as much as they don't like to admit it, yes, we love to see good things, but people, we love drama. We're always going to look for the drama. Like, so there will always be some type of business with them, unfortunately. But I'm also happy that they were also exposed. You can't be exposing other people and then keeping yourself concealed.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, you're gonna come out anyway.
I would do the same thing. I'm so sorry. I'm petty like that.
I think Bouncer was right to do what he did. Because it's like, okay, cool. It's enough now. You
can't keep poking the bear and expect not to get bitten.
You cannot poke the bear.
It doesn't make any sense. So I'm so sorry. Like we said, consequences.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you have the free will, but you're not free of consequences.
Yeah.
Remember that.
Okay, guys, so from moving on from all that negative talk, I wanted to talk to you about an article that has basically been doing its rounds on social media. It's basically gone viral. So this was 31st of October it came out. Raw. It feels like it came out over a week ago. I think because everyone's been talking about it.
Yeah, they probably updated it. So
basically, a journalist, her name is Shantae Joseph. Actually, no, she's not a journalist, she's a writer. Mm-hmm. I mean, I guess it's the same thing. Anyway, Shantae Joseph wrote an article for British Vogue, and basically the article is called "Is Having a Boyfriend Embarrassing Now?" And it was a really interesting article. I read it, and basically she's talking about how, essentially it's in the title, like, is having a boyfriend embarrassing now? And she speaks to different people, because there has been a discussion on social media for a while about people posting their boyfriends and they'll basically like cut out the head or cover the face, and why don't people want to show their partners on social media anymore? So she wrote this article and she spoke to a bunch of people, single people, people in relationships, about like, has the narrative changed now? Like, there was a time where like having a man, it was like, yep, I've got a boyfriend, blah, blah, blah. It was just like a lot of people's kind of main focus on their content and things like that. Whereas now, she basically speaks about in the article how that narrative has changed now. Like, a lot of people now don't really want to showcase their partner. There are some people that are in positions and they don't make having a partner the forefront of their brand. So like, some people were speaking about in separate TikToks, I've seen someone was like Issa Rae is married, but you don't really ever see her lead with that. So they're basically talking about how times have changed. And she basically was like, so the article basically opens with, if someone so much as says my boyf on social media, they're muted. So it's basically talking about how that has changed now. So yeah, it's just been a really, really interesting discussion. I've been so excited to talk about this on the podcast today because I really wanted to know what you thought. And I just really wanted to talk about it because the conversation has been so interesting. She literally interviewed a YouTube, I think she's a content creator. And she basically said that when she posted that she had a boyfriend, she was like, hundreds of people unfollowed her.
Yeah.
And that's so different now because there was a time like we grew up on YouTube watching people like, was it Nikita and Terrell? Like couples YouTube was such a thing. And everyone was like, I just like, you know, it was really put that was so much the narrative. Whereas now, if someone says like they've got a man, it's like, oh, not interested anymore.
Yeah.
So I really wanted to know what you think about it and what you think about that whole thing of is having a boyfriend embarrassing? Because I've got, you know, when it comes to these kind of topics, I've always got an opinion, boy. So I really wanted to know what you think.
I think it's very complex. My short answer would be yes and no.
Yeah.
I think when it comes to social media, yes, it has become embarrassing or triggering for whatever reasons. And I think it's more because social media exists. So, for example, a lot of people, especially men, they're kind of embarrassing their partners publicly now through social media. Whereas like back then, because social media wasn't really a big thing, we'll take our L's in private, but we could still have a united front. So that's why you'll see people like, we've been together 10 years, but you don't know
what they've been
going through. So I think because social media has now become a big thing, it's like, as well with relationships, once you put it out there, you almost feel like you have to give constant updates on your relationship. And then when it goes sour, then people are asking you, well, where's my man?
Yeah.
And now you're embarrassed because you're like, fuck, now I have to tell them. I have to tell the whole world that I'm single again.
Yeah.
Whereas like before, you would just break up, maybe tell your friends, move on, and people just see you with a next man.
Yeah.
So I think it's more to do with social media. But also, I think privately, I don't think it's embarrassing because so many women want a man.
Yeah.
So, and that's also the reason why I think, like, for example, when you see someone mentions they have a boyfriend, they get unfollowed because a lot of women hate the fact that they're single. So they don't really want to be reminded of that, seeing you and your man constantly in their face.
Yeah.
So I just feel like social media has made relationships so taboo.
Yeah.
So it's like you're almost made fun of for loving a man.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? Or you always see those TikToks where it's like, I did this for my man. They're like, ew, why are you doing that for a man?
Yeah,
why you did this for a man? Like,
yes.
But what if he's treating her well?
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? Like, what if this is the least that she can do because he does everything for her? So I think definitely for social media, it's definitely become embarrassing to have a boyfriend now.
Yeah.
But I think privately, a lot of women and men want the companionship. So that would never die.
Yeah.
They'll always be seeking it. That's why I think they found the happy medium of like, you know I'm in a relationship, but you don't need to know what he looks like.
Yeah.
And you also have to take into consideration, the more eyes that are on your relationship, the more people try to tear it down. So that's why you even see like, there'll be certain men, they'll be like, when I go into a relationship, my DMs were flooded. Some women find men more attractive when
they've got a partner.
Yeah, when they're taken. Do you get what I mean? So even that aspect of it, it's like, And plus, you don't want another woman coming to you saying, sis, I'm so sorry, woman to woman.
That was one of the biggest things. Someone was like, I don't want someone coming to me as a woman.
Yeah, like, this is what I'm saying. I think social media has just made it so taboo because when it comes to relationships, something negative seems to happen.
Yeah.
Or even if you're showing how great you are, there'll always be people in the comments like, oh, he wasn't like that today. They must have had an argument. Or maybe they broke. So it's like you're opening yourself up to public opinion. So, yeah, I guess, yes, in a way it's embarrassing, but no, because people will always seek a companionship.
Yeah.
But yeah, what do you think?
Very interesting. I'm a mixture of both, like you. I think I'm yes and no. I think I can see it from both points. I think that the world is very different now to how it was back in our parents' time.
Yeah.
So when like my mum was my age, she already had 2 kids, she was married, she was like, whereas I feel like things are a lot more different now. A lot of women are being a lot more outspoken about that. Some women are very much like, I don't want children, I don't want to have a partner. Like, the world is so different now. And I think being single is seen it's a bit more liberating than it was before.
Yeah.
I think
100%.
a lot of people are not settling just for the sake of having a partner. A lot of people are like, I am going to find what it is that I'm looking for. I'm not going to settle. So it means it's taking a bit longer. Women are having children later. Women are having children in their mid-30s to mid to late 30s. Even in their 40s, some people are having kids.
Yeah.
Whereas before that was seen as like, oh, you need to have your kids now, or your body clock. Whereas a lot of women now are like, fuck that. I'm going to do things how I want to do them.
Yeah.
So I think being single is seen as being much more liberating than it was before. And a lot more people are happy to be like, no, I'm single, I'm living my life, I'm traveling the world, I'm doing this. Women are controlling the narrative a lot more.
Yeah.
And to the point that I think it's even more, it's seen more like men are seen. Sometimes I think men are the prize, but then they're also not. But I'm going to say why I think it's seen as they can be the prize. I'll get to that. But I think a lot of women are just like, I don't need a man to do this. I can do it on my own. So even that whole content of like, oh, my boyfriend this and my boyfriend that, it's not as like, it's not seen as a thing anymore. And the only thing I can think of as an example, so Meg Thee Stallion put out a song recently, and it's basically like, my man, my baby, my baby. Yeah, I don't like it. I love Meg, but I don't like the song. But I don't think it was received as well, but I think it's because of that reason. Because I think a lot of like, so she's made a lot of music like, fuck these niggas and da-da-da and all of this and blah, blah, blah. So I think when women see someone like that, it's like, oh, look at Meg. Like, she's like this poster girl for singleness and empowerment. And then she gets a man. And I think a lot of people think that and I've noticed this, that sometimes when women get into relationships, they dim because they're with a man. So that kind of single girl, like, bap, 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 it goes.
Yeah.
And it makes sense because it's like, yeah, she's got a man. But I can see why you would unfollow someone. Because it's like, if you're so used to her posting her content, doing life, traveling, living, going here, going to dinners, and then all of a sudden it switches to my man. It's like, bye. I don't need to see that.
But then on the flip, to play devil's advocate, like, people can't also expect someone to be like, wait forever.
Exactly.
So it's like, this is eventually going to happen.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? Like, and I think it's the unrealistic expectations that people have put on
other people.
Other people. Like, yes, of course, even us in our 20s, we're not going to be the same as we are now.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? Like, everything changes as you get older. Life happens. You could end up liking, I don't know, you could like wine one day and next